sensational. Has he done enough, Foxes? Oh, that is a big spin. I'm so excited. I'm excited. I'm nervous.
I'm beyond excited, man. This is going to be awesome.
Awesome. So exciting. Round the final corner, our drivers come then begin to line up on the grid.
I'm going to take my customary position in the on board with race. So whoever starts at 11, just so I get a nice look at the whole sort of top 10 going through turn 1.
Indeed.
So no pressure, Karen Renix. I am sitting on your shoulder.
35 laps ahead of us, Foxes. Get excited.
Good luck. Have fun, guys.
Here come the lights.
And it's lights out and away we go.
And it's relatively quick that the lights decide to go out. It is a scramble down that front straight. Storm Twister potentially on the inside. No, holds it into turn 1. Does TMS Matt on those mediums. Let's go on board with him. You can see TK Dab up into P3, doing nicely, holding it around at turn 2 and 3. But let's not forget TMS Matt on those mediums, going to be a little bit vulnerable.
Snacks
Look
is
at
round,
Toad
unfortunately.
Snacks is
Snacks
round.
is still back in turn 2, coming through turn 3 now. He got tagged by someone. I didn't see who it was.
Drama on the opening few corners then of this Hungarian Grand Prix. Snacks now gonna have to get thinking about tyre strategy. Not what he would have wanted, nor some of his fans in the chat, but Toad Carrot doing well for the Alfa Romeo boys up in P4. Agent follows, then Exotic, Mellow Cover holding station in P7. Murtsy holds P8, both the Callums 9th and 10th. Blocky doing decent. P11, Ellis as well, I think up a few places. Let's have a look and see who has been making up some positions then. TK Dab up 2 places in this opening lap. Exotic Plains, the big winner though, 4 places.
He had a cracking start, as did VXR further back. VXR has found 4 places. He's up to P14. Good starts from that lot. TK Dab was a good start as well. He's now something's happened to Storm.
Storm Twister got damage. Oh, I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm not sure if he's got damage, if something's going wrong, but it does not look good for him. He's a little bit of a liability on the circuit at the moment. Oh, I'm not sure what is happening here. Storm Twister, that exit, I think he's got damage. I think he's got real damage, and he's trying to hold on.
Well, I'm guessing that on the soft tyres, he's had half a look at TMS Matt somewhere, and maybe nicked an end plate.
Wow.
Yeah, he is missing his front left end plate.
Front left end plate. VXR, his teammate, and Flecky have got to be careful here. You can see he's just now starting to get overtaken by everybody in the grid. He's going to have to dive into the pit lane. But what is he going to do in terms of strat?
He's tagged the back of the Alpine of Dutch Dirt as well. So that was not just an end plate gone, that's now the whole front wing gone for Storm.
Wow.
So things go from bad to worse.
Not we would have wanted. Snacks, meanwhile, now on to medium top. Oh, Snacks! Oh, Snacks crashes! Oh, we were on board! Snacks retires! That has to be a virtual safety car is now deployed. Wow.
So this is going to limit the time loss here for Storm. So it's kind of worked in his favour actually. He's not going to lose an awful lot of time from this. So
drama.
Yeah.
Nothing but drama. This is going to help TMS Matt a little bit. on those mediums, arguably keep a little bit of pace. TK Dab now up into P2 on soft tyres. Who'd have thought we've have 2 rookies, P1 and P2, in the on lap 3 of race number 1. Outrageous scenes. VXR a drive-through penalty, speeding under the safety car. Now don't forget as well, we are on strict corner cutting, so no doubt as the race progresses, a few of these time penalties are going to start to creep in and could make all the difference when it comes to claiming the points on offer in this race. We keep an eye on that throughout the next 32 laps. Now Toad Carrot right now just needs to do what he does best. Just controls his race, does his thing. But I've got to say, Agent's looking a little bit racy behind Exotic. Something tells me he wants past. He's right there. Right there. DRS, when that starts to kick in, is going to make things very interesting up and down the grid. A lot of drivers less than a second to their compatriots in front of them. Nice and smooth is Agent. Meadow cover just over a second behind him.
Meadow picks up a penalty.
He does.
The cracking battle here from 8th all the way down. So Callum Rennick's on medium tyres is creating quite a chain behind him. Blocky's 9, Ultra is 10, Ellis 11, Hanson 12, and we're a big old DRS train.
So no stops at the minute. You can see here the tyre detail. You can see what everybody is on, how long they have been running them for, but TMS Matt commanding the race on those medium tyres at the minute, just hovering at a 1 second gap. Callum Ultra in that Alpine though, he had a little look, didn't he? Just a little peek out around the back of a Blocky. Blocky though on soft tyres can't really make use of them at the moment, just being held up a little bit and can't kind of let the car fly. So intrigued to see what's going to happen with him and his race. Flecky and Dutch Dirt already on hard tyres, so they're going to be going through all the way to the end. Potentially it may mean a last ditch stop. Is that, who's that round? Blocky's round. We saw someone losing a load of spots. Oh, he spins it on those soft tyres. Now finds himself down in P15. Those tyres are not going to have much grip. Covered in dust and grass. They're going to be lit up as well. He's got to be really careful here, especially turning into some of these corners. Wow. That's the thing. It's a double whammy. It's not just the spin. It's then getting the tyres cooled down enough so that you can start putting in more regular lap times. And that is going to be hard to do around this circuit. Wow, that time now up to 1.9. TMS Matt is commanding it, finding his groove on those medium tyres, using plenty of errs as well.
Yeah, honestly, TMS Matt is... this is a sort of a dream start for him. I was expecting him to come under serious fire from all these soft guys behind him.
That's it. I mean...
so now he's got a handy little gap now. I think TK Dab's made a couple of mistakes. Gap now looking to go up towards about 3 seconds.
Just looks absolutely...
So Exotics now into P2. Does TK Dab have an issue?
He's got a time penalty, but whether Exotic has managed to get the move made on him somewhere, maybe a little wobble out of a corner, just allowed Exotic to sneak his car past. But he is in DRS range. Is that Exotic coming into the pits?
Oh yeah, Darth, I'm not by any stretch of the imagination saying that Matt isn't quick, but TK Dab has followed him for 6 laps within about half a second. So to suddenly be 3 behind...
No. Exotic, he's jumping on in. Let's see what he's going to go
as
for.
his agent in Mello.
Surely hard tire. No, he's going medium. He's going medium tyres. Very, very interesting play from Exotic Plains. He's most likely going to have
to hards.
Wow.
Yeah.
Quite a few. Now go on to the hards. It's a little bit of traffic back here in P12 and 13. Exotic out on mediums. You've got Toad Carrot ahead on hard tyres. Assassin ahead of them as well. And that Aston Martin seems to be struggling a little bit. This could get a little bit dicey. They are so close to each other right now. It takes one mistake from one of them for it to all end in tears.
100%. And this is now the portion where guys in front are now, they're going to have to start thinking about where they feed back in. TK Dab has disconnected.
A disconnection from TK Dab. He will be able to jump back in. Who's that? Senna Mandarian. Hope I've got that right. GG's. Welcome to you into the channel. How are we doing? As a handball comes in as well. We're on board with Assassin at the minute, looking at the rear view camera. Exotic now really starting to put some pressure on. Oh, is he going to hold it around the outside of the final corner? He yields, knowing that he's going to get it.
TK Dabbot has lost 3 places in the likes of 2 corners. Callum Ultra's going to go all the way around the outside.
Exotic gets
that is 3 places in 2 corners for TK Dabbot. He got absolutely mugged in turn 1. Mercy went one side, Callum Renix went the other.
He's struggling, isn't he?
TK Dab needs to get back.
That McLaren is slightly pedestrian, so to speak, as he scrambles to get reconnected. We have another Dutchman in the chat. I didn't think I would get the name right, but it's good to have you here. Speaking of Dutchman, early drama as the Flying Dutchman Snacks is out of the race, lighting up the rear tyres and finding the wall. Speaking of Dutchman though, let's see what Dutch Durr has got.
Oh, agent's gone.
Oh, has he? On hard tyres?
Yeah, cold hard tyres. The rear is spun up.
Oh, we can see him here. Oh no, that is not what you want. I said got to be careful. Got to be careful in the opening laps of those hard tyres. Fresh Agent showed so much promise throughout qualifying. Damn, it is a full safety car as well. So this is where things are now going to get a bit interesting. What does TMS Matt do? We've had 8 laps on mediums. Pit and go on to hards and control it all the way to the end.
Yeah, if it was me, I'm pitting for hards and going to the end.
He's got 10 seconds behind him.
Similarly, the pace that TMS Matters showed, even it depends on what everybody else behind him does, really. Which, as I say, is not going to help you when you're out front. I mean, if I'm in his position, I think like hards will make it to the end from here, so I think that's the safe bet.
Yes.
Because if he's staying out on mediums now, he's basically potentially got to back himself to have the pace to create a window to be able to come in and put on softs, or at least leave himself with enough laps to have a set of softs and a respectable gap that he knows he can make up.
Let's see what he goes for. He is coming into the pits. Surely hard tyres. Or is he going to mix it up a little bit?
If you're coming in, it's got to be... Yeah, if you're coming in, it's for hards, surely. I can't see him going... Even if he makes it to a soft one stop here, I don't think it's...
Hard tyres.
It had to be.
Plays the smart game. Keen to get a W on the board early on. MK2 Ellis, though, will become the leader. Is TMS Matt now comes out of the pits. Flecky sits in P3 alongside Dutch at 9-lap old hard tyres. Now slightly more bedded in, could make things a bit more interesting, but it's going to be a struggle to go all the way from lap 1 on hard tyres. I mean, can it be done?
We've seen it done.
God, they're going to be in bits.
We've seen it done. I think VXR did it once from last season, but yeah, he was not putting up much of a defence at the end.
Could be interesting. I mean, with some of these guys now pretty much on brand new hards, you got Exotic though, is the fly in the ointment. He's on medium tyres, 2 laps old, and sits P6 surrounded by people on hard tyres. We know he likes to get on with it. So,
yeah, well,
just
to clarify, the MK2 Ellis, Flecky and Dutch, they haven't pitted yet. So they are the only guys on there with who are left to make their stops. Everybody else has made one, or so they're the only ones out of order. So it'll be interesting to see where they start to filter back in.
UK Assassin has a drive-through
Agent
well.
Coming into chat, so he's in 5th gear in the car, and they just ripped out the rears. That, yeah, for some reason, well, as soon as you put those hard tyres on, until they're up to kind of race temperature,
that's it.
You almost have to treat a gear higher. They're very, very weird, but the way they behave in this game, the hards.
Hard tyres take a lot of work to get up to temperature, to get that kind of that lacquer, that sheen off of them, so they really start responding to your inputs. It's almost like being on an intermediate on those first couple of laps, the way that the car could get away from you. So yeah, Flecky
and to be honest, like what agent's saying is where I struggle with these F1 cars in this game, especially because so much of my time has been put into F2. That's sort of something I always struggle with in terms of, like, I'm so set in, like, I know what gears aren't going to spin my wheels in an F2 car, and F1 cars it's at least a gear higher, but on certain tyres it can be 2 gears higher, sorry. But yeah, it's certainly interesting. But yeah, TMS Matt in a very, very good position. He is in the middle, in amongst those guys that haven't stopped, and he's got 2 cars between him and the next person who has stopped, which is Mercy. So at the moment, you've got TMS Matt is in a net P1, Mercy's net P2, Exotic 3, Callum Renix 4, Callum Ultra 5, he's having a great race. Carrot is in a net 6, TK Dab net 7, Mello is net 8, Hansen in the net points. Storm Twister, after his horrendous start, has fought his way back. He is in net P10 at the moment, so a great recovery from Storm.
All about the restart. But the thing is, there we go, safety car coming in this lap. You can see it at the top of your screen. So MK2 Ellis now becomes the de facto safety car. Not really many places that you can sort of have some fun with the safety car restart, so to speak. It's going to be fairly obvious around that final corner. That's where you've got to plant your foot. Obviously, cars cannot overtake until they have passed the safety car line. So they're all going to be on full battery. It looks like we are away then. MK2 Ellis deploying every bit of that battery. Is that Dutch Dirt moving out potentially?
Yeah, he's breaking the toe for Mercy behind him, which is a smart decision.
Oh, Dutch is round.
Yeah, he got 2 onto the exit curve. Callum Rennick says thank you very much. Uses the opportunity to mug Mercy. Mercy completely chopped off. No malicious means, but completely chopped off. Callum Rennick has a big wobble in front of Mercy as well.
It is all happening in this 4th, 5th, 6th battle at the minute. Oh, an interesting restart then, as the guys start fighting it out and trying to bed these tyres in for what should be all the way to the end of the race, trying to hold position, but it is so close between them. One mistake and that could be curtains. You see, as we mentioned during the safety car, Exotic Plains on those medium tyres is going to want to start making up some places here. He needs to get a move on with it, otherwise he's going to struggle to stay in the higher end of the points, because he is gonna have to pit a little bit later on. I cannot see those medium tyres lasting. Dutch Dirt retires from the race. We have a virtual safety car.
Obviously couldn't cool those rears down, and they've obviously spun up on him again out of the penultimate corner. That's one thing I found on this game as well. Like with once you start spinning up the tyres and stuff, it is so hard to keep the temps down. Callum Renix, you need to get off AI. You should not be needing to go into AI on a virtual safety car when you're that close to Flecky. Yeah, this is turning out to be a fascinating race, isn't it?
But Ellis,
when
as well,
are Ellis
at the
and
front
Flecky
on
going to
mediums?
pit?
Yeah. When are they going to call time on their current set of tyres, dive in, because that is going to... I'm interested to see not just where they come out, but... Oh, UK Assassin, 3 seconds again. We are back racing under green flag conditions. Now, Ellis as well, we know, has a little tendency to lock that front right. We've seen it quite a bit when we've ridden on board with him, but definitely Mr. Smooth.
Oh, has Callum Renix just tagged the wall there?
I'm not
going
too sure.
Going through the final corner. But Exotic's got a great run on Mercy here. Mercy gives him the squeeze.
Oh, he's got the inside
Leaves
line.
in the room on the inside, yeah.
Oh, it's a little wheel bang.
On the exit.
Nothing too severe. He gets the job done as Blocky gets a time penalty.
Like I say, Exotic knew he'd been squeezed to such a tight line. He braked super early. Mercy left in the room. That's the way to do it, lads. Well done.
2 pros going about their work, but now he's going to have Renix in his sight. But the thing is, this circuit, you've got to pick your moment. Like where they are at the minute is sector 2. It's not the place. It is too tight, too twisty.
It's sector 3. No, it's literally sector 1 or nothing.
That's it. Unless you get the most insane run on the way down. But
yeah, one of my favourite opportunities actually is coming to this section here, whereas we ride on board with Mercy.
Oh my God!
Get a real twitch on.
That was
under this bridge. You can get a good right. You can get a good run into this right-hander going through in third. You have to be perfect through sector 2 to stay close, and you have to have a better exit than the guy in front of you to make it work. I've caught out a few people there, but otherwise it's generally into 1 or 2.
That was
going to be having a run at Renix here.
Now we've got Exotic and Flecky. I think Flecky's letting him past. Teammates are coming into it there. Smart. Yeah. Smart from Flecky, not wanting to hold him up. Realises that Exotic would get him anyway.
Yep.
Solid
and
stuff.
To say now watch Flecky defend for his life over Renix.
Flecky is going to be like Alonso on Hamilton.
The jump.
TMS Matt though now finds himself in the race lead. That DRS has done its job. He's managed to get past MK2 Ellis on that straight and is now going to look to command it all the way through to lap 35. And we're going to be watching that.
If Exotic doesn't get past Ellis quickly, TMS Matt could be off into the sunset here.
Well, this is it. Exotic ideally on this next main straight.
For his race, he needs to get Ellis now.
This is it.
To get him this lap.
For the clean air, and with Ellis being outside the DRS range, it's looking promising. We're going to stay on board with Exotic. He's right there on the gearbox. Goes a bit wider, a little bit of a cutback tighter line, the slingshot. You can see on his screen lit up green full ERS DRS. He moves to the inside. Is it job? Is it though? Oh, Ellis is holding on. Now he backs off, realises he's not got the pace. The DRS still with Exotic.
We've got a great fight behind this as well.
Yeah?
By the way, now Flecky's now been joined by Callum Renix, Mercy, Ultra, Carrot and Mellow.
It is
right old train.
Getting very close here, isn't it? A lot of cars very
all
close.
Aboard the Flecky train right here.
Well, Renix a little bit too much curb. Oh, he's able to defend it through sector 2, but it's not the cleanest line that he's taking right now. Nerves getting to him a little bit, not quite able to settle in. VXR loses out to Storm Twister, but Storm Twister gets him again a little bit further down. What is happening back there? These guys chopping and changing. Dutchter leaves the session. Hansen as well, quietly going about his business. He's P12 at the moment. Maybe an outside bet for some points for TMS Matt's teammate in this Constructors Championship. Exotic though, starting to show what he's capable of. Sets the fastest lap of the race so far, and is barreling down on TMS Matt at the moment. Now, we know what the situation is. You cannot win the race until the final lap. So Exotic really wants to try and get ahead, see if he can build up enough of a gap so that he has a free pit stop. Needs to get the job done. Just needs to hang it where he is at the minute. The DRS should do the job for him as they come up to the start finish line. But he's got to keep it there through sector 2 and 3. Time penalties starting to roll in as well. Drivers just pushing the track limits. How important are they going to be when it comes to dishing out the points in tonight's race? He's in that 1 second mark. It's got to be here, hasn't it? It's been 3 clutch laps from Exotic where to make his strat work, he's had to get overtakes done. This is the big one. I think he's too far back, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe down to turn 2?
Yeah, might have a shot into 2.
Oh, he's slightly tentative on the throttle,
couldn't get the power down. Yeah, he couldn't get the power down.
Interesting. They will go round for another lap. Flecky and Flecky and Rennick side by side. Oh, that is superb driving. Literally giving each other a millimetre of space.
Exotic has picked up a penalty, Blue.
He has. Hurt him. Oh, he has in his push. That is going to make life considerably more difficult if he's going to be pushing for a race win tonight. Flecky though, Exotic's teammate in that Williams, is at the front of a very, very spicy DRS train right now. You've got Renix Mertzi seriously close behind them. Ultra in that Alpine as well, followed by Carrot, and then you've got the Mercedes of Mellow Cover, all wanting a little piece of the action. Interesting developments over the next 16 laps or so.
Yeah, interesting. Hansen's gone for an interesting strategy. Hansen's out on wets.
Well, intermediates, and he is obviously pressed the wrong button somewhere. Oh my goodness me. Let's have a look as he flies around on intermediate tyres.
Unbelievable, Jeff.
Storm Twister, 10-second penalty for corner cutting. Oh my goodness, I think he's spun it. He'd spun it at turn 1 and it's given him the time penalty for it. I get the feeling Hansen may be diving back into the pit lane.
Yeah.
Correct. Surely some medium tyres through to the end are going to suit him, but I think he can
you better
take
hope
away.
That the mechanics don't get, well, you better hope the mechanics don't get the M upside down and put him on full wets.
Don't worry, it's all good. The medium tyres go on. Not ideal. Storm Twister racking up a lot of time penalties at the moment. Bit of a drift around the corners. Let's see what TK Dab is doing. He's now inherited P12. A few time penalties next to his name. Let's have a look at the penalty total at the minute. So Storm Twister on 13 seconds. A few on 3 seconds for some small infringements. Mellow Cover on 6. for doing it twice. Hansen adds to it as well with another 3 seconds.
Oh,
Exotic
Exotic's gone.
Exotic, what has happened to Exotic here? He's going back down as everyone is starting to come out to him. We're going to go on board with Blocky and see if we can catch him. Oh my
It's
goodness,
going through the
safety
right-hand
car.
kink of turn 3. I wonder if he's lost it on the exit curb.
Let's see if we can see the
exit
car.
curb, if
Oh,
you
we can
push
see
that.
it.
Yeah, if you push that exit curb, it can bite you in this game now. As Blocky takes a little DC. Thankfully, it's under a safety car, so Blocky should be able to get back in with no damage done.
My goodness me, drama. Again, pure drama as surely
And
MK2
Exotic
Ellis
leaving the session under a safety car, which we told the people not to do.
Indeed, it will be noted.
Noted by the stewards.
Outrageous. Now let's have a look here. TMS Matt, he's going to pit as well. That is probably the smart thing to do. Mediums up until the end. He'll drop back a couple of places, but should be fine where you've got. So Flecky comes in. Everybody now diving into the pits. Everybody doing the same thing here. MK2 Ellis goes on softs. Now that is ballsy, and I like it.
Ballsy.
I like it. Quad Squad, it is good to have you in here. How are you? You join us under a full safety car at the moment. Toad Carrot leading the way with 14 lap old hard tyres. TMS Matt on fresh mediums holds P2.
I mean, it's
15
irrelevant
laps to
going
go.
back in Exotic because it's the
what if
actual
the
leaving
damage
of the
had been
lobby
done?
that then
What if
it's
what
leaving
if
the
it
lobby
had
that
done
causes
it,
the problem.
eh?
But anyway, it'll be noted and we move on.
Noted, exactly. MK taking the win. Does Quad Squad? He's backing him here. I mean, he's on soft tyres.
Honestly, I think that would be a popular result.
It'd be a very, very popular
is
result.
nice.
A very popular result, but soft tyres to go what would probably be 12 laps or so. It's going to be tough. That is going to be really tough. He's going to... Well, this is the issue. He needs the pace, but he just can't shred the tyres or he's going to have nothing left at the end. So it's... that's a tricky one. That is going to be a tricky one to manage. Whereas with the mediums, on they go, push them all the way to the end. Happy days. Happy days. There we go, lap 22 then. Still under safety car. May well come in this lap. We will have to wait and see. But it's helped Hansen out a little bit. Indeed, yeah, Toxic Fury is on soft tyres nearer the back as well, hoping to try and use that to clinch a few points, maybe get in to that P9, P10 position after this safety car. Interested to see how he goes. Meanwhile, Renix in P6, Mertzi and Ultra 7 and 8, no penalties.
This does Hansen a favour as well. It erases his Inter's mistake. So he'll be back on the train. I mean, he was running up with VXR and Mello in around 10, 11, 12. So it's hurt him a little bit.
Indeed, cars are set to equal, yes.
Yeah, with everything back.
It is all about the driver. No custom setups. It is purely presets. We are trying to take it the car and as many variables out of the equation as possible. We want the drivers to be the heroes here. See who can get the best out of the standard equal cars.
Yeah, I think that the cars still have subtle differences in terms of they've got different wheelbases and stuff like that. So I think there's still technically a difference. Like I think on equal cars, some 100%. Cars feel better to me.
Yes.
Like
yes.
this Williams, for example, that we're running on board with Flecky. This Williams feels amazing on equal.
It does. It absolutely does. Reliable chunk GG's hitting that follow button. I love that name. That is such a badass name. Quad Squad as well hits. We love it.
Assassin given a 5-second penalty. It's one of those. He's been hit by Storm.
Damn.
So,
that is.
yeah, that's unfortunate.
That's not what you want to see. Basilicus as well joins the Bluefoxx army. Anybody? Is there no one else? Ooh, it was getting a bit bunched. Late. Whoa. Oh, we are off. We're away. Safety car was in. I did not even realise. Wow. Let's go.
MK2 Ellis was napping. MK2 Ellis was napping. Flecky decided to go.
Oh,
given a bump and run by Callum.
Oh no, they're 3 wide.
Be careful.
It's getting really, really bumpy. Cars trying it down the inside. Look at this 4-way fight here.
Yeah, it's incredible, isn't it?
Flecky holds the front man at the minute at P4. We got Callum Rennick's P5, Mertzy 6, and then Callum Ultra P7. There is an unbelievable battle happening here. Chung, I tell you what, my guy, we are loving life. Race 1 of Season 3 has been filled with drama already, and it is not quietening down anytime soon. So excited to see what happens in the remaining 12 laps or so. Mertzy now with the time penalty. That's going to get interesting. Toad Carrot still up there. Hard tyres. Does have a time penalty. TMS Matt is surely going to look to make Carrot his next victim. Oh, he gets the run. He's on the soft tyres. He's using all of his airs.
Yeah,
oh, no DRS.
Rocky, that's a very nice thing to do, mate.
Oh, it's late on the brakes. He takes the inside line. I don't think Carrot's got enough. No, he doesn't. Now MK2 Ellis is looking a little bit racy on those softs. He's got to be careful. Oh, it's the Williams behind as well. A little lunge from Flecky. Starting to poke his nose into it. What about we've got here? This top 7-8 Foxes. Wow.
Yeah, this top 7 all in the DRS.
Who'd have called it? Now Matt needs to try and start putting a little bit of space between him and Carrot. Carrot hopefully is going to hold up those drivers behind him so he can just get enough space, pull away in first, and look to command the final 10 or so laps of the race.
Tell you what, the rear end of Mertzy's Ferrari is looking lively. From Callum Ultra's point of view, Callum Ultra is getting it wiggled at him seemingly every corner.
Oh, Mello. Oh, Mello DNFs as well.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He was going well, was our Mello. He was going well.
Oh, it's another safety car. Does that make me Papa? No. So you are the Foxes, I am Bluefoxx, and then there's obviously Papa Fox, Mama Fox, Sister Fox. All that good stuff. But all you subscribers as well get the brand new Bluefoxx emote. We've been switching it up with some of the emotes. Even you followers now are able to get access to follower emotes in this channel. It's a beta being run by Twitch, and we got selected. So if you're not subscribed but you want to check out some of the emotes that you can use, have some fun. Put a few new ones up there today. Should we fire them out in style? So look, you got a hi, you got a GG, the original Bluefoxx, the gifted sub, and has to be done, the F1 2021 logo too. Hello to you, Bazzy. It's good to have you in here. But safety car has come out exactly as Sport says in the chat. Ideal for Toad Carrot, but he is going to lose some places. But surely he can put on some soft tyres, throw himself into the mix for these final 10 laps. Spicy! That is what we like. We love a little bit of late race spice.
Yeah, we do.
That is if he's going to come in.
This is going to be fascinating. Like, we've got guys on 3-lap old mediums and softs And there's Carrot fighting away on 18 lap hard.
Crazy, isn't it?
No one, and only TMS
itching.
Matt has been able to get him.
Itching to get into the pit lane. Round he goes then. So MK2 Ellis, this is going to help him out massively here, because this isn't going to be taking much life out of his relatively new soft tyre, so that will help him. But Toad Carrot, brand new softs, but he is going to find himself in last place.
Yeah, I mean, we said it in qualifying, didn't we? Like, track position around here is key.
Yes.
How far forward can Carrot get? Because he's not going to be able to use those softs for 2/3 of the lap, to be honest.
Wow. I think
maybe
there's
even more.
Just enough time to make things interesting. But where we had that safety car just 3-4 laps ago, it doesn't make sense for the guys that boxed and put on those medium tyres. They're all doing the same thing. So no one's looking to budge or do something different.
The only one out there who's not doing something different at the moment is MK2 Ellis.
Yeah, and this safety car has kind of played into his lap a little bit, because he's going to be on faster tyres, but being under the safety car now is just going to hold that lifespan a little bit. I reckon I'm not backing him for a strong result, right? Anything can happen. Anything can happen, but we'll see. Strafey, I hope I am pronouncing that right. Big GG's, welcome to you. Let me know in the chat if that is how it is pronounced. Normally the X is, most names I've seen with an A. But you tell me. You tell me. Safety car is in this lap. TK Dab gets a penalty as well. See, there's a thing that I think some of the guys forget as well, where it sort of fires on the limiter, and especially at a track like this, it's that concertina effect. Or domino effect.
Yeah, well, I'd say, unfortunately, Storm came into chat saying Assassin didn't deserve the 5-second pen because he hit Assassin, and I think TK Dab's just repaid the favour there.
Yeah, we've got a big Callum
Storm's
fan.
now got one he doesn't deserve, but...
Which one, Renix or Ultra? As we get underway. MK2 Ellis here. Hopefully he can string some strong laps together and earn himself a fantastic result. I would love nothing more than to see MK2 Ellis on the podium. How good would that be? How good would that be?
Yeah, it would be good. So what we got in terms of these penalties then? So Callum Renix has 3 seconds, Mercy has 3 seconds, VXR has 3 seconds, TK Dab's on 8, Hanson 6, Assassin 3, Carrot 3, Toxic's clean, and Storm with 13.
That is it. So Flecky again.
Storm has retired.
Storm just with a DNF. Oh, it's another yellow in Sector 1. Doesn't look like it's going to be a virtual or a full safety car at the moment. No, it is. We are back to green flag racing. TMS Mac
word
at the front.
Word of advice, Storm. If you are able to, clip it.
Exactly. As always, drivers, clip any instance, anything that you see that you think is worthy of being reviewed.
Especially when we've tightened up on the rules, AI under safety car is something you should be clipping, because it's something that we need to talk to people about.
Exactly. Flecky again finds himself the head of a train. But that being said, Renix and Mercy behind them do have 3-second time penalties.
Yeah. Renix using all of the road and then some.
He's going for it. As is Flecky throwing that car round. Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah, Dabby hasn't been able to reconnect. So it finds himself.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I just sworn I saw him rejoin.
I thought I saw it at some stage. Regardless. Yeah. So Callum Ultra has the opportunity. I mean, he's sat right behind these guys. He doesn't really need to overtake them. He could quite comfortably sit where he is for these next 8 laps and inherit a very good P4. And considering where he was in qualifying, I think he'd be happy with that. I think we'll be really happy with that.
12 to 4. Let's look at the driver of the day candidates then. Just while everything seems to be sort of settling into a little bit of a groove. So obviously the top 2 candidates are sat there in podium positions, MK2 LSP2 and Flecky in P3. They've both gained 12 places this race.
Crazy.
Callum Renix has been up 7 places to P4. Mertzi is up 4. Callum Ultra's up 6. VXR and Assassin both up 11. Assassin going well in 8th. Carrot is on the charge though. Carrot is already in P9. He's right behind Assassin. He's got a little bit of free air to get to VXR. Another little bit of free air to get to Ultra. But can he get within that 3 seconds of Callum Renix and Mertzi?
See, Assassin's on softs as well, but Carrot very nearly collected the back of UK Assassin then. He's got to be patient. He's got to bide his time. He'll get his opportunity. But
yeah, and as I said, especially with 3, 4 or 5 and 6 squabbling, he is going to catch them. So he doesn't need to do anything silly getting through Assassin and VXR.
Wait for that DRS to open up. And Hansen in P10 in the points. Fury's not far behind him. Could Hansen score some points in the first race of this season? Wouldn't we love to see that? Let's see what's happening a bit further up the grid. Again, a bit of a DRS train. Flecky at the front of it. MK2 Ellis as well. A tidy performance from him. Where did Ellis start on the grid?
So he's up 12 places, so he was P14.
Wow. P14.
Yeah, so he was P14, Flecky was P15.
Wow. Yeah. Absolutely sensational. Safety cars have gone his way.
Yeah, so Callum Ultra was P12, he's up to 6. VXR started 18, he's now 7th.
Wow. Amazing start. Some drivers out and DNFing that we did not expect to see. TMS Matt though commanding it from the front at the moment. That white Red Bull, I gotta admit, I do like it. I'd love to see that Golf McLaren make an appearance.
Agents just made a very good point. Everyone who's DNF'd is a Bluefoxx League veteran, and all 4 rookies are still going.
Ain't that amazing? Maybe a few nerves and a bit of trepidation is
yeah, I mean these rookies have got nothing to lose really, which makes them quite formidable in terms of opponents. Flecky's still defending for his life in P3.
Unbelievably so. I mean, he's holding everybody up. I mean, the thing for Flecky right now, he's got the banker of the fact that he doesn't have a time penalty. That is his saving grace. So even if he was to lose position, that's it.
Track position is king. As long as he's 100%. Good out of the last corner, he's not under threat at all.
That is it. But we all know what pressure can do. It is a funny. Okay. Oh, was that a little bit of a wobble from Renix? Woo! Saw that opposite lot there.
From Renix.
Might give Flecky just a little bit more breathing space.
It's going to give encouragement to Mertzi and Ultra behind him as well. I bet they're licking their lips now.
Oh, Ultra is looking so racy, but that's it really was, as Chunk says in the chat, a very, very good save indeed. Oh, with DRS, with every, surely it's a bit of a battle of who's got the most errs almost.
Yeah,
everyone doing the same thing. But yeah, with your double ERS battery,
my 2 DRS batteries,
always seem to have it. Well, how is
Renix just can't get close enough.
Can't get the exit.
Get close enough. He can't get the exit at the last corner. He can't get the exit from 1.
I'd be lying here to say that this would not be a fantastic podium to see. It really would.
It really would.
Yeah. It would be great. It would be a fantastic.
Say MK2 Ellis as well. He was one of our top performers last season as well. Maybe he didn't get the credit he deserved quite from season 2.
Very consistent, but was just surrounded by you know, as we can see, even here in Season 3, some incredible drivers and just some special performances. I think a few things not quite going his way during some of those races, but race number 1 here, he's flying. Maybe being in the Mercedes just giving him a bit of a confidence splurge, but is Flecky starting to get in the DRS? He is. Flecky's now in DRS zone. No.
So that is going to make Renix's job very even harder.
Are those soft tyres starting to switch off?
Quite possibly. Quite possibly.
Oh my days. Are they starting to deteriorate to the point that Flecky is going to grab P2 here? He's right on the back of Ellis. Has that decision to go on soft tyres going to backfire on Ellis here? I mean, again, he's got the track position. He's going to be able to defend well, but exactly, Flecky wants that second podium spot. Renix, though, gets another penalty.
He picks up another penalty, so that basically makes Mercy and Ultra's job easy. That basically, that 4, 5 and 6 is looking like it's going to finish the other way round as Ultra. Oh my god, I thought he was going to dive straight through Mercy's gearbox there. Oh my word.
This is tense, and with no exotic as well. Points are needed for that Williams. Should we? We'll ride on board. Oh, he's right behind him. He's got a slipstream of full ERS. Oh, he's going to make him go the long way round. Oh, it's wise defending from Ellis.
Oh, now Renix.
Oh, Renix!
Renix the run on Flecky though.
Oh, this is tense. Oh, Renix is trying it. He's got to be patient here. Oh, he's running out of room. Has he got a bit of wing damage?
Right off the track there. Yeah.
Oh no! He spins! Oh, he's into the wall!
To block his wall. I mean, he's kept the wheels on. He's going to look close to Mercy and probably Ultra as well.
How has he kept that point in the right way?
Great.
How has he kept that point in the right way?
He's done very, very well not to lose a wheel.
Oh
so
my
Mercy and Ultra have
goodness me!
Negotiated Renix, but how far down is Renix going to drop here? He can't pit.
No.
He's got to do this last lap.
He's going to have to try, and VXR is taking pieces out of him. They've all got penalties, but so unfortunate for Renix.
Carrot's gone up to 6 seconds as well.
Flecky still P3, 7 tenths behind Ellis.
They're on to the last lap.
Here we go then. It is the final lap. We're going to ride on board with Flecky.
I think Ellis is going to survive, you know.
I think he's too far back.
It's all going to be Flecky's last chance into turn 2, unless he wants to use the AJ surprise spot at the end of sector 2, start at sector 3.
No, he's just not got enough juice.
He
can't do it. Ellis needs to hang on.
With the lack of
hang on.
that Ellis has got.
Oh, it's close.
Flecky. Oh, is he going to try?
Oh, you can't there.
No, I tell you what, I'm calling it now. With the lack of grip that Ellis has got, watch Flecky stay really, really close to sector 2 and get him into AJ's surprise spot starting sector 3.
This is a tense final lap. We see TMS Matt coming towards the finish line.
How's Flecky's exit? Can he do the AJ surprise?
I don't think he's got enough. I don't think he's got enough. No, he doesn't. Chooses not to. I think that's the right thing to do. But coming up to the final
decision from Ellis as well.
He's trying around the outside.
Very early.
Oh no! Oh. Mercy nudges him. TMS Matt crosses the line to take the win.
Flecky chops him off.
Ellis, though, takes his first podium, I think, in Bluefoxx F1 League. Flecky, P3, Ultra up to P4, Mercy 5, VXR, P6, Carrot up to 7th. Renix holds on and finishes P8. UK Assassin, though, in the Aston Martin, coming round the corner to score points, P9. And fan favourite, moderator and all-round legend, Hansen, has 6 seconds worth of penalties. He takes P10. Round comes Fury. Does Hansen hold on?
What a drive from Callum Ultra though to get P4. We said it was a shock that he dropped out of a qualifying. MK2 Ellis gets driver of the day for in-game.
Amazing. Amazing. Clutch. Absolutely clutch from TMS Matt to take the win. MK2 Ellis tastes the champagne.
Yeah, GG's, Matt.
With P2. Flecky on the podium as well. Wow. Who would have picked those three as our podium trio? Incredible.